Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
That's the thing in TV, you can do that route, love team, di ba? And I was like, shoot, bakit sa radyo walang ganyan eh?
Pwede naman to. Pwede tayo mag-love team dito. Taas natin yung bandila na LGBTQ, di ba? Para uso naman siya ngayon.
Hindi siya conducive for sustainable radio show. Pag nag-away yan.
Yep.
Oh man, I've goodness gracious, I've seen some, people
really bad fights. Yeah.
But that could end up being say the evolution of Boys Night Out is that if we say obviously like we're married here and then see Sam getting married.
You bring your wife on the show?
No. Well, this is what we do. Is that we
He's
get...
like, no.
No? It's because she needs her peace and quiet. Because...
She's busy saving livestones.
She's doing real work. Is that what we do is we get someone new for Tony. Tapos parang it's like we set them up. And then it'll just be on air na landian.
Tapos gawin natin parang K-drama na parang 9th episodes pa bago sila mag-actually mag-click, diba? So parang by the time that it happens, people would be so
four episodes
immense.
lang. Four.
No. We'll push it to 10.
Hindi pwede, Tones. You gotta stop yourself.
Ako, isang linggong pang-ibig lang, bro. It's only 4 shows a week. That's good enough for me, man. That's basically 8 hours within the week. Specifically just for that girl. That's a lot already. That's a lot asking.
To a certain degree, we have had a few radio personalities who kind of built on that. Like for example, like Chico and Del, when they started out, people kind of thought that they had a thing, you know what I mean? Because of how they would bicker on air and stuff like that. I mean, obviously a little bit later on you kind of figured that okay, they're really just good friends, you know what I mean? I guess it kind of works also. It just really depends on how it is, how it's done. You know what I mean? Like kunwari parang marami ring love team na nila-launch on TV that don't necessarily work. You know what I mean?
And also, Gino, the thing is, the company has to look at the sustainability of the show, because when one leaves, the other one
crumbles. Yeah.
Oh, ayoko na rin. Reformat na yung show. Or what doesn't show up to work? Oh my gosh.
That's what it goes to shit.
Pag one doesn't show up to work. I remember Mo when he was dating this high profile artista. Man, he was like missing. He was just traveling, right? And that was it. I was like, oh, wala na to. Wala na. The ship is sinking.
Tapos ang usapan.
Tapos na. You when someone's heartbroken and they are quite, emotional to some extent, it's hard to tell them, show up to work and do this. Mm-hmm. You've seen artistas, go on a drinking binge or drugged or just emotionally just wrecked because their craft is emotionally driven,
Yeah.
And just like any other job, it's also hard to think when you're heartbroken. And I think that's probably why.
And more when you're putting on a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had I think when I entered Magic, so there was a rule number 11: thou shalt not covet thy colleague.
Hanip sa words
you
shall not covet.
And you could not, because there was a few instances where campus patrollers, and obviously after they leave or after the shows,
may hang out.
Yeah, I mean it happens, and I hear some horror stories, and to really put a clamp on that, rule number 11 was made: you cannot date someone within the network. And so it was tough, you know what I mean, for a lot. But syempre, mga Pinoy, wise yan eh. Maraming dahilan and they can find ways to work around the colleague work relationship aspect. And a lot of people did. They crossed over, and then as soon as I took over, it kind of became more lax. And then he was very pro. Hey, if you like her and
he's very supportive.
Go. Siya pa nga nag-hook up eh. And
he's the bridge.
Yeah, siya yung,
Because some people might say, oh, he's okay.
Kunyari siya yung bridge, yung pala sa kanya eh.
Hindi mo ba gets? Di ba nga, yun yung essence ng bridge eh. Bago ka umabot sa kabila, dadaan ka muna sa akin. Di ba yun yung bridge?
Give respect. Give respect to the bridge.
Pay the toll.
Some people like it works, the husband and wife, you know, working collectively, you know, architect and one's interior
designer,
it can coexist. It can. It really can. And then
ganda yan. Parang kunwari, yung isa CPA, accountant, tapos yung isa, asawa niya, taga-BR. O, di ba? Gandang mix.
you ain't get nothing past them.
No.
For sure.
Or yung isa, mayor, tapos yung isa, may-ari ng construction company. O, di ba? Gandang mix.
The beauty of it.
I see fortune in your future.
What are some of the best, coexisting relationships? Yeah, I guess doctor, right? One's a gynae, one's a urologist.
Actually, for doctors, I've asked a few people because if you notice, majority of the doctors that we know, except for maybe Slick, majority of the doctors end up with other doctors. Diba? You'll see so many couples who are, you know, they're both doctors. Mostly because it's very rare to find people who will have the same timeline. You know what I mean? Like, kasi parang, you know, that's 10 years worth of studying. Mm-hmm. And while that 10 years is happening, a lot of people are already living their lives. You know what I mean? Like they're already enjoying the, you know, the young adulthood or whatever. And for a lot of doctors out there, you know, a lot of them push back their timelines. So parang, okay, I was supposed to have a kid at like 25, but because I'm a doctor, maybe I'll have it like, you know, in my mid-30s or whatever. And not a lot of people understand that. So that's why they end up with a lot of...
You know, also, it's easier to, within your circle, to make lande. Diba?
Oh.
Whatever's in your circle for 8 to 10 years, yun na yun eh. Whether you're doing your internship or whatever, within your circle, whichever hospital or, you know, medical institution you're with, you tend to gravitate towards whoever's there. And so you're on the same timeline. Hey, why don't we just go into the doctor's office?
Oh,
it's open.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Grey's Anatomy, like they're always kind of shacking up in their break rooms and whatever, right? And apparently, it does happen.
Bakit sa radyo walang ganyan? Bakit sa radyo walang ganyan? I've opened this door.
Balita ko, may isang host ng Boys Night Out na may ganyan daw eh. So, hindi ko alam.
Si Sam YG.
Yeah.
Notorious. I really recall his show was just before someone else's. Very famous influencer as well, host and former radio DJ, and then
but that's why there's the little recording room just in case because if those walls could talk,
what stories they would tell,
guys. Just because I remember, you know, when you're dating someone new, what were some of the things na alam mo na your friends na may dinadate to? I remember vividly with Sam. He doesn't drop his phone. He's continuously texting all throughout the show, and then he'll get calls between commercial breaks. That's when I know
may bago to.
May bago.
May chinis na.
May bago. You know, he'll go into the recording room, guys. This is what he'll do.
Yeah.
He'll be on silent. Tutunog yan. And I can, you know, the vibration, you can actually, you know,
you hear it. Yeah.
He'll get it. I won't look at who's calling, right? I'm looking at the console. I'm on the mic, and then commercials are going on. It starts ringing. He goes into the record. I can see him, and I'll look into the recording. He's on his phone, lumalandi, because he's smiling. No one smiles when you're having a conversation with a dude, with a client. You're not smiling when you're talking to a client, you know. And then
you're not twirling your hair.
Then
you're not laughing.
And then I'll go in the recording room and I'll go, "Oy, malapit na matapos yung songs." Sige. And he'll come back, and you know he's in a good mood. And then I know when he's also in a fight kasi walang kibo.
No.
Walang keyboard.
He's changed.
Walang nagte-text. And his phone is away from the desk.
Yeah.
From the desk. It's because he doesn't. It ruins him down. That's how I know when someone's dating someone new. If Slick, text ng text lang before. Like he would continuously just text.
Yeah, I remember that was actually part of your commercial before. Like, Slick Rick, text ng text.
Yes.
So, ibig sabihin, parati mo nilalandi.
Exactly. And for me, it's just like, okay, I'll just do that. It's because that's always been my thing now. So when they don't know if there's someone new or not. So no. Like, okay, he's always texting anyways.
Oh, you know what's sad, you know? You know what was sad, you know? I couldn't text or call kasi I was
you were in the board.
I was on board and prepaid ako. Ang super tipid ako mag-text, bro. Even as Slick and say, I don't even text. Even until now. Like, I am so frugal with text messaging when it comes to landi. I'd rather just meet the person so I don't have to buy another prepaid load. Wow. Oh, and I would always have one extra just in case. Emergency.
For emergency purposes.
Oh. But I was so tipid with the...
No, but then that's when you knew that maybe Tony was seeing someone or, just talking with someone. Is that person would text either me or Sam is because they know that...
busy.
Hey,
are you with Tones?
Or they'll say, hey, tell Tony to look at his phone.
I don't... honest to God truth, I don't have any notifications on any of my apps. And so when you guys text, wala talaga.
Why do you even have a phone?
Yun na nga. Because I didn't want to be that...
NFT purposes.
And crypto. I didn't want to be that person that's always focused on the phone, checking it.
Right,
I'll check Twitter, and then Instagram, and then that's it. But the group chats are ridiculous. Yung ubos yung oras ko. You know what I mean? The everyone's texting something. Yeah. Someone's not doing something at one point in the day.
Yeah.
So someone has a lot of time to send, a video, a text, a TikTok, a message. Hey, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? So if I keep on checking my phone, wala na talaga. It'll be ding, 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 ding.
No, but that's why you have phone breaks. Like that's what I do. Like I'm not always on my phone. And then when I do pick it up, like I'll back read whatever. And then I'll kind of skim through everything like, okay, which one's interesting, which one's important, which one needs my attention. Because I get it. I get that like you don't want your life to be centered on your phone and you don't feel, because you kind of feel like you're missing out on real life. But at this point, a lot of real life also happens on your phone.
That is true.
Right? You know, whether you want to admit it or not, like a lot of it happens on your phone.
Nakikita ko mga milagro.
Yan ang real life. Yan ang real life tones.
Wow.
Tingnan mo.
It's an NFT.
May barilan.
Ay, grabe yun.
May barilan. Tapos
grabe yung rate of fire.
Ako, naawa ko sa babae. Naawa ko talaga. Kasi, grabe. Oh my God.
Man. You know, real life happens on your messaging apps. Let's face it. I mean, whenever Slick sends Instagram posts of certain people, nabubuhayan ako. Diba? That's the very definition of real life happening
like
on your phone.
Jenny.
Yun, no?
Yes. That was you'll get another one from Gino. Look, it's Gal enjoying the sun.
Ayun. Or si Jenny, ibang angle.
Is she starting to sing? She's starting to sing.
I'm so glad I don't have the same taste as any of you guys. I don't get the same. I don't get the same like. Oh, okay. I just roll my eyes. All right. Good morning, guys. Okay.
Okay, we'll look for something more your flavor and send it your way also.
No.
Inclusivity.
Oh, no. Okay lang. I get enough from another group, bro.
I bet.
You know that, sorry, I just remembered. Anna Kendrick is dating Bill Hader.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Secretly,
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, physically, I don't think they're a match, but in terms of humor, I super understand
match,
why they get along. Because they're both hilarious people. Hilarious.
And they're both cerebral. Very cerebral.
And the internet is kind of like not having it just because, I mean, I guess, again, on a physical level, a lot of people are like, what? How can, Bill Hader end up with Anna Kendrick or whatever? But, once it's the funny guys, you got to watch out for the funny guys.
I'm telling you, the funny guy beats the pogi guy.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah.
Any effing day.
Unless,
So if I were you guys,
Ryan Reynolds ka na, pogi ka na, funny ka pa.
Oh.
wala na. Exception siya. He's an exception.
Game over, friends.
You look at him like, okay, I'm going home now.
Yeah. But it's funny how they kept it under the
radar.
scope of cameras, because it's been more than a year, they said, right? More than a year that they were dating. So even me, I'm a fan, and I'm like, damn, this is good.
No.
But I like that. I like the fact that they didn't post. You know what I mean? They just let it grow organically without having the public know. And I think Shaq mentioned this the other day. Kanye deserves all the crap that he's getting online for blasting out his exes and his ex-wife, of the crap that she did to him. Well, if you put that out in public, you're gonna get people that are, angry.
Yeah.
They're gonna, you have to realize that you're a celebrity, and whatever you put out there, they can consume, and you have to be ready to receive it back. So Shaq was just saying that as a personality, you keep your shit at home. Don't let anyone else know.
Dirty laundry.
Private.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Kaya nga, diba, there's always irony whenever public figures will post something and they say, I hope that you respect our privacy at this. Like, it's kind of contradicting to what you're saying, because you're already drawing attention to it. I mean, I get where they're coming from, na parang, I'll post it there para you have one answer, but that will always kind of generate more questions after. So it's kind of hard to say, post something and then say, I hope that you respect our privacy at this point in time.
It's even harder here in the Philippines kung top tier celebrity ka.
Oh yeah.
Because you're under the microscope every single second.
Yeah.
Paglabas mo ng bahay, watch how you act, how you carry yourself. It's under scrutiny.
Kaya nga, hassle maging artista.
They're actually waiting for you to screw up. Some of them, you know what I mean? So you have to be.
Wow.
You always have to be on your best. You can't have a bad day.
Ikaw, Slick, sa mga
You
dinate
cannot
mo
have a
ba,
bad day.
kinikwentuhan ka ba na haselan sila sa trabaho nila? Ganun.
Before, but then
Gino, I don't think Slick can remember the plethora of
Dami masyado, no?
you know why? Is because we don't talk about work. We're talking about other things.
Ayun.
You know why? Because that's the key, is that you treat them like a normal person.
Like normal people. Yeah.
You aren't starstruck. You're just like,
I don't care what batch you are. I don't care what day you are. To me, you're just another girl,
with a pretty face, and you're here with me, so
Ayun.
that's cool. I'm down with that. See, so I've learned from Tony over the years. So because Tony, even before they become an artista, is that he sees them first. So
talent scout.
Parang he's like, this girl has potential. May potential though. And so all of a sudden, someone's coming on Wednesday. Someone's coming on a Thursday. Okay. May potential, okay,
Naka-line up. Wow.
I'm not dating them. I'm just there to give them the first step to hopefully
Step on me, baby. Step on me. Anytime.
Find their true calling. That's it. Find their true calling.
Apakan mo ko, be.
They're calling out for God with you. Oh my God.
After a few guestings, wala na. They're artista na.
Nag-move on na.
See, you do have the Midas touch.
I'm just a stepping stone. That's it. But a lot of people use the stepping stone as a, in every industry. there's someone that, that at least one person that has, basically
Used.
either maybe, okay, let's say used, or you sucked up to, brown nosing to a colleague to get a certain position, to get a certain I guess salary as well, or even sleeping around with the seniors to
Higher ups.
to get a role, to get that time slot.
No, I really
I
just
had to. How do you think we got 9 to 12? At night. It wasn't sleeping with the boss. We had to sleep them at 6 to 10. And ID was like, okay, are you a giver or are you a taker? And I said, I'll be the giver, Sam will be the taker. And Slick will be in between.
fluffer.
I'll be the video guy.
Team effort.
Exactly. All around. This is Boys Night Out.